do the minions speak Spanish? Or like French? I don't know what the hell they speak. Despicable Me 3, starring Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig, and Trey Parker. Movie about the ex-villain Gru, who finds out he has a twin brother, meets him, his brother is a villain, and he makes his way back into villainy. The movie's full of cuteness, I will say that. Gru and Drew's relationship is nice, I like that, and the girls are always a bright spot in these movies, and the minions are as well. And then that's it, which I guess is a lot in the movie, right? Balthazar Brat, and he used to be a child star from the 80s. He played a villain on TV, and then he decided to be a villain in real life for reasons that you will find out when you see the movie. I like that it did a quick backstory and then gave us enough character development to take us through the movie. But the villain was super. There was two big things about this movie that I didn't like. The villain was very annoying with a very annoying tagline, and Gru's wife, I don't really like her. She has her moments where she's sweet and she's nice and she comes through, and you know, I care about the character, but most times she's just annoying to me as well. She just doesn't do it for me. The girls, I love them. And in this movie, they really are kind of separate from Gru and doing their own, you know, their own little side stories. And then, of course, the minions as well, they're separate from Gru, and they have their own little side story. Balthazar Brat is annoying as a villain and a character, and I don't like him. And I mean, he's a villain, so you're not supposed to like him, but he's really unlikable. Like, when Gru was a villain, it's like, okay, he's a villain, but I kind of like him. But in a lot of villains you like Magneto, you like him, you understand him. Ultron, you know, villains can be likable to an extent, but this guy, he's just unlikable, annoying, and just makes you want to throw up. And his tagline, like I said, is just it's annoying. Now, a refreshing part of the movie was the relationship between Gru and Drew, and how Gru came out of his shell. They made Gru come out of his shell a lot. Like, he had a lot of personality. He was excited to have a brother. They had him joking and playing and laughing a lot. Like, it was really cool to see Gru in that light, whereas usually he just always grumpy and just doesn't want to deal with anybody. He really opened up with his brother, and it was really, really cool. I enjoyed that aspect. And then the girls, they have their own little side story. Like, they're in this other country, I forget what country it is, and they're doing their own thing. Like, they're searching for a unicorn, and they're dealing with the cultures of that country, which is interesting. The minions are hilarious. That whole story where they're, you know, they break up with Gru and they go to jail somehow and all type of stuff, and that's fun to watch. That was always, when they cut back to the minions, I was always excited to see where they were going to go next and what was happening. Gru has a lot of heart. He's such a nice guy, even though he is a bad guy. I feel like the film was a perfect length, because right when I was about to get tired of it, it ended, which, perfect. That was wonderful for me. Pharrell did the soundtrack. I'm a Pharrell fan, always have been. The soundtrack is amazing. I probably will get this one. Other than the villain and Gru's wife, the movie was a decent movie. The story was cool. The pacing was fine. Kids are gonna love it, so definitely take your kids. They're gonna really enjoy the movie. Overall, it was a decent movie. It was a decent movie. About what I expected from a Despicable Me. It wasn't better or worse. It was about the same, and for that, I give this movie a. But that's just my opinion. You can go see the movie and think whatever the hell you want to think. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, donka shame, and throw a comment down there. If you have seen the movie, tell me what you thought about it. If you haven't seen the movie, tell me why, or tell me why you're waiting. Or if you're going to take your kids, like I said, I talk to kids too. Throw the kids in the comments. I talk to them. I talk fluent child. I can talk to children. Just hit me up. Hit me up on my Facebook. Hit me up on my Instagram. Hit me up on my Twitter, my tweets. Hit me up on Snapchat. I'm everywhere.